to make short, simple sentences about what you're able to see. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Heather, can we start with you? Use only short sentences. Do not make long sentences.
Start.
Start.
Write down the sentence.
No, no, no. You have to speak. You don't have to write down. Please speak.
Ma'am, do you want to speak any topic?
No, there is an Heather, there is an image in front of you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So look at that image and speak what you see in that image.
Actually, ma'am, I'm not getting, ma'am. How to speak, ma'am?
Just make a sentence. What is the first thing that you see?
And
the
suppose
image.
I am alone. I am alone. I speak English. Suppose I'm speaking with me.
Heather, you have to look at the image which is there in front of you on your phone. Have you logged in through your phone?
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
हाँ,
ma'am.
तो आपके फोन पे एक इमेज है ना?
जी मैम. Okay, ma'am. I am to speak on this image.
Yes, आपको इमेज देख के बोलना है कि आप
Okay,
क्या
ma'am.
देख रहे हैं इमेज में. So start.
Ma'am, there is a boy, and I don't know his name.
It's okay. You don't know the name. Just say there is a boy.
Yes. There is a boy. There is a cup,
Mm-hmm.
and a cup is kept on the sofa. I think that
Table. It's a table.
table. Yes, table.
Mm-hmm.
It is huge and room, and there is a TV, and there is a window.
Mm-hmm. There's a window.
There is a false ceiling and a light installed in the false ceiling.
Okay.
I'm not able to see proper, ma'am. I cannot speak anything anymore
Okay.
than.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. So this is what you have seen. Sneha, now can you try?
Yes, ma'am. There is an image showing a daily routine of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Man is working in front of a computer,
Mm-hmm.
and besides him, there is a cup of mug of coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and there are lots of papers and files on the table,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a window with a curtain.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. So what we see here is an image which has a title which says My Daily Routine. So there is this man here and he's showing us what is his daily routine. I hope you understand daily routine.
Yes, ma'am.
हम रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में क्या करते हैं, हम रोज क्या करते हैं, वो हमारी रूटीन होती है. So so he's talking about my daily routine where he shows that he's very busy, right?
Okay.
You see
Yes,
that he's working on a computer. There are a lot of files and papers here. He's having his coffee because probably, he's taking a break from work. We know he works in an office by the way it looks, the room with a curtain and a poster on the wall and a ceiling and lights. So he's probably working. He's wearing a shirt also. We can see the sleeve of the shirt. So he's probably working there in his office. So this was your first step in the class where you looked at an image and you tried making sentences based on what you're able to see. Okay. Now I will take you all to the second image.
Okay,
The
ma'am.
second image has a title here. This is John. Are you both able to see the title?
Yes, ma'am.
Sneha, are you able to see the title?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is John. Okay. This is John. This person here, this man here is John. And then we have three other images here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the first image is of a car. The second image is of a building. And there is a name on the building. And the third image is a duty chart. I hope you understand what is a duty chart.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these three images are related to John. Now, what you have to do in this second activity is you have to make sentences about how these images are related to John. So आपको ये sentence बनाना है कि ये car, ये building और ये duty chart इनका क्या relation है John से, right? So you have to think, okay, I see this car. how is this, how ये John से कैसे related है? ये एक building है, ये John से कैसे related है? This duty chart, how is this related to John? And what do you think John does? Because you see that he's wearing a special kind of a coat. So now you have to think and relate, make a connection of these images with this man called John. How are these images related to John? Okay, so Sneha, can you try?
Yes, ma'am. There is an image. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. There is an image showing that this is a John, and because of his special coat, I think he is a doctor and working in a children's hospital because of a second image. And the car is, I think, car is of John standing in front of hospital, and the last image is showing his duty chart. I mean, schedule of day schedule of John.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
week schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Sneha, now in one sentence you said that this car is of John. Okay, we have a better way of saying this in English. Okay, now the reason I'm saying better ways, जो आपने कहा वो समझ तो आ गया, but वो सुन के ठीक नहीं लगा. Okay, because in each language there is a way to say the words and to use the right kind of words. हर एक language में होता है. So instead of saying the car is of John, you should say the car belongs to John. ये उसकी गाड़ी है. The car belongs to John. Okay, this is a better way of saying it. Car of John doesn't seem right when you listen to it. Okay, ऐसे लगता है कि there is something which is incorrect about the sentence. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Did you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Sachin, can you hear me? You've just joined us, I guess. Hello, Sachin. Hanji, can you hear me? Sachin, your voice is not very clear. Can you please speak clearly? Hello, Sachin.
हेलो हेलो.
Yes, Sachin, can you hear me?
हाँ मैम, मैं अभी गाड़ी पे हूँ.
Okay.
तो उसके वजह से आवाज नहीं आएगा ठीक से मेरा.
Okay. So Sachin, where are you from?
I am from Pune.
Pune. Okay. And what do you do?
I am a student.
You're a student. What are you studying?
Yes. I am first year.
Okay, you're a first year student. And why do you want to improve your English language? Heather, can you mute yourself, please? Because there's a lot of noise coming from your background.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And जब आपको बोलना होगा उस वक्त आप unmute कर सकते हैं खुद को. Okay.
Ma'am, I want to speak on it.
Yeah, wait. Abhi, I'm just trying to figure out if Sachin can hear me. Then I'll come to you. So right now, please mute yourself. Hello,
Okay.
Sachin, are you there?
I'm here.
Hanji. So why do you want to improve your English?
मैम वैसे मेरे को इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी लगती है सुनने के लिए और बोलने के लिए, लेकिन मैं बोल नहीं पाता इंग्लिश.
Okay.
सामने वाला जो बोल रहा है वो मैं समझ सकता हूँ, बोलने के लिए मेरे को प्रॉब्लम आ रही है.
Okay. So Abhi, we are doing this one language activity where you have to see the images and relate them to this person here called John. ये images हैं आपके सामने. There is a car, there is a building, there is a duty chart. How are these images related to John? Okay, so Abhi Sneha did this activity. Now Heather will do it, and after Heather, you will do it. Okay? Okay, Heather.
Ji, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead, make sentences about these images.
Okay, ma'am. This image is showing the John and car and building. He is a doctor. Car is belong to and John.
एक minute. Heather. Car is belong to John is wrong English. Car belongs to John.
Car belongs to John. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Car belongs to John. John goes to hospital by the car. He is the doctor of
Okay.
the and this hospital. He see the patient properly in the hospital. After that, he comes to his home by the car, and
Not
he
by the car, Haider, not by the car. He comes back home in the car.
in the car.
वो कार में बैठ के घर आता है ना. He sits in the car and then he comes home. So he comes back home in the car.
Yes,
He's
ma'am.
sitting in the car. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Great. Now, Sachin, can you try?
This is John. Car belongs to John. John is going to car.
He's going to car, Nia. He's going to the hospital.
He is going to hospital by car. He is doctor. इतना ही आ रहा है.
He's a doctor and anything
इतना
else,
ही आ रहा
Sachin?
है मैम.
Okay. Now, one thing that I don't know if you all noticed, this building has a name. It says Children's Hospital. So what kind of a hospital he works in?
Children's hospital.
He works in Children's Hospital. Now, the main point of this activity was that whatever you're able to see, one, you have to connect it with the person, and two, you have to make short sentences. Like if I show you the next image, the sentences that you see on the screen, are you able to see the sentences? Are you all
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to see the sentences? Okay. Now, इनमें से कोई भी sentence लंबा नहीं है. All these sentences are short, but they're short and they're very clear. You read the sentence and you get to know the information. He is a doctor. It's a short sentence, but हमें बात समझ में आती है. He is a doctor. He works 5 days a week. This is his duty schedule. He works at the Children's Hospital. Building पे लिखा है Children's Hospital. So he works at the Children's Hospital. He drives to work. तो छोटे छोटे sentences के साथ we were able to receive a lot of information. And this is what I started my class with. This was the point. That you have to speak in short, simple sentences to get the point across. Haidar, can you please mute yourself? बहुत background noise है आपके यहाँ से. Can you please mute? Okay. So thank you, Haidar. So the main point of this activity is that we do not need long sentences to express ourselves. We can give the correct information in short sentences. Now, this is a problem that we all Indians have. हम जब बोलने लगते हैं, we will start giving as much information without giving breaks. Okay, I don't know if you all have noticed this, but when you are trying to speak English, we end up giving a lot of information which is not needed without any break. So when we start doing that, a lot of mistakes are being made. We don't have to do this. English is not our mother tongue. We have to first be confident in the language to be able to give as much information as possible to the other person. So that's why short, simple sentences. And this is the stress that I'm going to, this is the point that I'm going to stress on again and again during this entire activity. Do not choose words you're not confident with. Do not make long sentences. First, become confident with simple words and simple sentences. That is your first step. Then your second step should be move on to difficult words and longer sentences. So right now our stress is only short and simple sentences. Now you all see this image in front of you. There are 4 small images in it. And there is a title called John's Routine. We see a man, he's jogging or he's running in a park. We see a picture of a shower. We see one alarm clock. And we see a breakfast plate. So with all these 4 images, I want you to make 4 simple sentences about what you're able to see. So Sachin, can you please start?
John is jogging.
Okay, John is
After,
jogging.
uh,
Where is he jogging?
he is in park, in
In a
garden.
in a park. Okay.
He is taking shower after. Sorry, John is running in garden.
Okay, he's jogging or he's running in the garden. Okay.
After he is taking shower.
Okay.
After he is listening music.
That is an alarm clock. An alarm clock which says that 5:30 is when John gets up. Okay, he wakes up at 5:30. Continue.
After he eats breakfast.
Okay, great. And what kind of a breakfast do you see? Is it a healthy breakfast or unhealthy breakfast?
Healthy breakfast.
Okay, he eats healthy breakfast.
Healthy breakfast.
Okay, now Sachin, you said he is having shower. Now, but do you see that he's having a shower or you just see the shower?
Okay.
Answer, do you see that he's having a shower or you just see the photo of a shower? Sachin?
हाँ बोलिए ना मैम
आपको दिख रहा है कि he is taking a shower या you only see the image of a shower?
Image of the shower.
हाँ. So yani ki we don't know if he's doing that activity right now. So you will not say he is taking a shower. You will say he takes a shower. Okay? We say is taking, is walking, is running when we see that it is happening right now. But when we don't see it happening right now, then we'll not say he is taking a shower. We will say he takes a shower. Okay?
Yes.
He takes a shower. Okay. Heather?
Yes, ma'am.
Make sentences, please.
Okay, ma'am. I'm trying to make a sentence.
Please go ahead.
Shama is walking in the morning.
Okay, John is walking in the morning.
And after that, he comes back to his home. After attending the call of natures, he takes shower.
He takes shower. Okay.
Bathroom. And after being ready, he take breakfast.
Okay, he takes his breakfast. Okay. What do you see on the breakfast plate? Do you see something on the breakfast plate?
There's a now I'm not able to see properly.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Which is kept on the plate.
And what is this image?
Ma'am, I'm not able to see it.
Okay, it's an alarm clock. Okay, so it tells the time when John wakes up. So how will you make a sentence about it? John wakes up. John wakes up at 5:30. Okay.
Ma'am, it is write down the time.
Yeah, the time is 5:30. The time is mentioned 5:30. So John wakes up at 5:30. Okay, Sneha, can you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
The image is showing John's routine. That is John wakes up at 5:30 o'clock, and then
okay, 5:30 o'clock is incorrect English. You say 5:30 a.m.
5:30 a.m. Okay. And then he will go for a jogging, and after jogging he takes shower, and then after getting ready he will get healthy breakfast.
Okay. Okay, he takes healthy breakfast, not gets healthy breakfast.
Okay.
Okay, you take breakfast or you eat breakfast. Okay, you don't get breakfast. You take breakfast or you eat breakfast. Okay. Now, another thing that I noticed when you were all making sentences is that you are first trying to think of the words or the sentences in your head, in your mother tongue, and then you're translating it into English. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, Sachin, what about you? Were you doing that? Sachin, can you hear me? Okay. Now, this is a problem that we face because English is not our mother tongue. We end up thinking first in our mother tongue, and then we end up translating it into English. And that is where a lot of us make mistakes because our mother tongue is different from English. The grammar and how to make sentences varies. It's not the same way. The way we will make sentence, for example, Sneha, your mother tongue would probably be Marathi. So the way you make a sentence in Marathi would be different from the way you make a sentence in English. So when we are trying to literally translate every word from our mother tongue to English, we end up making mistakes because sentences are different. Which word to use where, the position changes, okay? And one meaning in the, what would, a word will have one certain meaning in one language, it'll have another meaning in the other language. So that's why that is the second step that we need to take, is we need to stop thinking in our mother tongue. It's a very difficult thing to do because we have been trained to think in our mother tongue. शुरू से हमने वही भाषा सीखी है, इसलिए that's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to think in our mother tongue. So you have to keep reminding yourself, you have to keep training yourself that you should not think in your mother tongue. जितना भी हो सके, push yourself. Think in English. Think in small sentences, small short sentences, and think in English. Do not think in your mother tongue. Half of your mistakes will go away when you start doing that. Because that is where we end up making errors, when we start translating from mother tongue to English. Sachin, did you understand what I was saying? Because you got logged out in between.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay, so do not think in your mother tongue. So our first step was short, simple sentences. Our second step is do not think in your mother tongue. It is difficult, but you can do it. You just have to train yourself. That's all. Now, if you see the sentences on the screen, again, they're all short sentences. They're not long sentences. And they all are using very simple words to tell you. So what am I trying to tell you here is, one, to know English well does not mean that you need to use long sentences. Two, you need to use simple words, which are more than enough to make the other person understand what you're trying to say. So he wakes up at 5:30 a.m. He goes for a run. He eats a healthy breakfast. He has a short sentences. इनमें से कोई भी ऐसा word नहीं है जो हमें समझ नहीं आता. We understand all these words. So we get a clear idea what the other person is trying to tell us. Now, the next image says, and before work. Before he leaves for work, what are the other activities that he does? That is what the image is all about. Before work, what are the different activities that he's doing? Again, there are 4 images given to you. So that means you have to make a sentence for each of the image. Sneha, can you start?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
And the image is showing what John
does, not do.
Does.
Does.
Yeah, does before work.
Go ahead.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, as in?
I'm not getting, I mean.
Okay, okay, I'll help you.
Words.
No,
yeah.
I'll help you. What is this first image? What do you think he's doing? What is happening in the first image?
Shaving.
Yeah, so he shaved. Yeah?
Yeah.
He shaves before?
Work.
Before going for work. Okay.
Yeah.
Next image?
I think towel. Shower.
Yeah, so he showers before work, or he wipes himself after shower. That is your second sentence. Third?
Brush.
So how will you say it in a sentence?
No idea, ma'am.
Come on, try. It's a simple sentence. Don't say no idea. You have to try. See, Sneha, the only reason we are having these activities is that you can push yourself to speak.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have to speak. If you don't speak, you will never learn the language well. Okay? So, galat bhi banta hai sentence. It's not a problem. I will correct you. But make a sentence. Try.
Before work, he does brush ही बोलते हैं क्या?
हाँ जी.
He does brush only.
Okay.
Right.
So in English, we can use brush as a verb or an action too. So what you can say is, before work, he brushes his teeth.
Okay.
Yeah. Brushes means it's an action जो वो करता है. Teeth अपने brush करता है. जैसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं ना अपने दांत brush करो. So it's the same in English. He brushes his teeth. Okay. So he brushes his teeth. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And what is happening in this fourth image?
Before going for work, John does hair cutting.
He combs his hair.
Okay,
Comb hair?
combs. Okay.
Yeah. He combs his hair. Okay. He brushes his teeth. He combs his hair. Okay. Okay. Great. Sachin, can you try now making sentences of these images? Try, Sachin. What is the first image that you see?
हाँ एकदम नहीं मैं
Go ahead, Sachin. First image में क्या कर रहा है वो?
मैम shaving. He is.
So he shaves. John shaves.
John is shave.
Shaves.
Shave.
S last में वो sound आना चाहिए. Shaves. Okay, he shaves. Then. Okay, he's got logged out again. Okay. Heather, can you try making sentences? Heather, can you try making sentences? Hello? Yeah, can you try making sentences?
Yes, ma'am, I speaking.
Okay, speak then.
Ma'am, before his work, he and after that he puts on cloth.
Puts on clothes. Then
he brushes his teeth.
Brushes his
Brush-
teeth. Brushes
his teeth. After that he combs in his hair.
Comb in his hair. गलत है Heather. Combs his hair.
Combs.
Combs in his hair is वो बालों के अंदर कहीं comb कर रहा है, but वो बालों को comb कर रहा है ना, बालों के अंदर कहीं comb नहीं कर रहा है. So he combs his hair.
Combs his hair.
He combs his hair. Okay. Now again, if you see the sentences, they're all short and they're all simple words. Like he dries himself with a towel, he shaves, he brushes his teeth, he combs his hair. So all these sentences were short and all these words were simple. Okay. And the next image, if you see that he's wearing a shirt, this image shows the hospital at night time. If you pay attention, it is dark outside. The image is dark with lights on. So that means it's a night time there. Then you see his briefcase and you see a small baby who is being examined. So these again are the 4 images about John. Now, how will you make sentences about John through these 4 images? Okay, so that is what you have to try to do now. Make sentences about John with the help of these 4 images. So Sneha, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. In next image, we can see that John is wearing his clothes to go for office. And in the
Office or
next
hospital?
Sorry, hospital. Yeah.
Okay, now you said go for office. That is the wrong word that you have used. You go to the office, you go to the hospital. You do not go for the hospital. Okay?
Yeah.
He goes to school, he goes to work, he goes to his office. So the word that we use is to, and we don't use for.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And in next image, we can see the hospital night view. I mean,
so that means he's working in the day or he's working in the night?
Night shift, yeah.
Okay, he's doing the night shift. Great. Next.
And then next image showing his briefcase, which he carry with him.
He carries his briefcase, not carry, carries.
Briefcase.
And he is
examining. He's examining the baby, or he's checking the baby. He's doing a checkup for the baby. What would you say? No, take it. I have given you a few options. Which option would you want to use?
Checking the baby.
He's checking the baby. Okay, great. Now, why am I stressing on he goes, he checks? Now, why am I not saying he go, he check? Because when we are talking about the present, what is the present tense in English? Okay, we don't, Heather, again, there are noises from your end. Can you please mute yourself? Now, again, in English, when we are talking in the present, if you're talking about some other person, he or she, we will say he goes, she goes. Okay? He eats, she eats. He speaks, she speaks. Are you able to understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But if I have to talk about myself, I will say I speak. But if I'm talking about someone else, he or she, I will say he speaks. I eat, he eats. I sleep, he sleeps. I walk, he walks, or she walks. Is it understood? The verb in English changes, and ये nearly हर language में होता है कि जो verb होता है, जो action हम करते हैं, वो change होता है depending on whom are we talking about. So in English, I will say I sleep, she sleeps. So that's why he wears his shirt. He goes to the hospital. He carries his briefcase. Sneha, were you able to understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, when we check the sentences, it says he gets dressed, gets, he grabs his bag, he examines children, he works for long hours. So what are we trying to do is we're trying to talk about John's routine in the present tense. वो अभी क्या क्या करता है? Okay. Now, suppose Sneha, I have to ask you about your routine. So now this is what I want you to do. I want you to speak about your routine, what all you do in a day. Okay?
Ma'am.
Do you understand, Sneha? Can you do it? Can you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead.
I wake up at 7 a.m. And then brushes my teeth.
Brush my teeth. He or she के साथ will say brushes. I brush.
I brush. Yeah. I brush my teeth, and then I will eat my breakfast. And then
I will eat. That means you will do it somewhere in the future. I will eat means ab abhi baad mein karenge. I eat means this is something that you do daily in your routine. So aap I will eat bolenge ya I eat bolenge?
I eat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I take a bath and shower. And then in a daily routine now I'm looking for a new opportunity and job. That's it, ma'am.
That's it. When do you eat? When do you cook? When do you sleep? What do you read? All that has to be said, Sneha. Try making more sentences.
Yeah. Before after breakfast, I will cook for my family. And then I cook for my family. Sorry, family members. And then we all eat our lunch in afternoon. And then we sleep at 10 p.m.
I sleep at 10 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now suppose I will have to talk about my routine. Okay. So I will also try and doing it so that you get an idea, Sneha, how to go about talking about anything that we want to tell in simple present tense. Simple present tense, I told you, something that we do regularly. For that, we use simple present tense. Okay. Now, I will share my routine with you that I wake up at 6:30 in the morning every day. I will not say I wake up at 6:30 o'clock, okay? Or I don't even have to say I wake up at 6:30 a.m. every morning. Because if I'm saying morning, it automatically means it's a.m. See? So we don't need to put that unnecessary extra bit of information. So I wake up at 6:30 every morning. So सामने वाले को समझ में आ जाएगा कि 6:30 in the morning is 6:30 a.m. Right? So I wake up at 6:30 in the morning every day. After getting up, I brush my teeth. Then I have my coffee. I read the papers. Now, if you pay attention, Sneha, my sentences are all short.
Yes, ma'am.
After reading papers, I serve breakfast. After a short while, I have my breakfast. After finishing my breakfast, I make lunch. Then I sit down and I start to work. During lunchtime, I will serve lunch to everyone and then eat. After that, I will read for some time and rest for 1 hour. After resting, I will finish my dinner work and then I will watch something on the TV. At 10:30 in the night, I'll go to bed. Okay. Now, again, one mistake that a lot of us Indians do is we say, I go to sleep. That is incorrect English. I go to bed is the right way of saying it. We will not say I go to sleep at 10:30 in the night. That is not the correct way of saying it. Instead, we say I go to bed. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, like this is how you spoke about your daily routine. Okay. Now, in the same way, can you talk about, let's say, we will take up another topic which you'll be comfortable speaking on. Can you speak about my ambition or what you want to do in your life? Sneha.
I set my goals, like short-term goal and long-term goal.
Yeah. Share your short-term goals, share your long-term goals, and how do you plan to achieve them? So again, stick to short sentences, okay? And take your time.
Yes, ma'am.
Think of the sentence only in English in your head first, and then speak, okay? There is no need to rush. Take your time. In case you feel you're making a wrong sentence, I'll help you out, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Try.
My short-term goal is my short-term goal is to get a job as a Java developer, so that I'm working on myself, like improving my communication skills and technical skills in Java, and my long-term goal is to be financially stable.
Okay. Your long-term goal is to be financially stable. Okay. And how do you go about planning to achieve your goals?
Firstly, I will get a job. I will find out a job as a Java developer.
You will look for a job or you will find a job. You will not find out a job. Okay. That out is not needed. I will look for a job or I will find a job for myself. Understood, Sneha?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Continue.
Right now, my goals are, that's it. I mean,
okay. So this is what your goals are as of now. Okay. Now, if you have to talk about your family, how will you make sentences about it?
I will my father is the head of my family.
Okay, first you will start off by mentioning how many people are there in your family.
Yeah, there are 5 members in my family, including me. My father is the head of my family, and my mother is a homemaker. And I have 2 siblings. My sister is my sister.
Sneha, just hold on, please.
Yeah.
You said I have 2 siblings. Now tell me what is wrong in this sentence. Think about the sentence in your head. You said I have 2 siblings. Sneha, you muted. So in case you're speaking, I will not be able to hear you. Sneha, can you hear me?
Is it wrong there or A? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm not able to hear you clearly.
Now I'm audible, ma'am.
Yeah, you're a little audible. Yes. Hello? So what was wrong in that sentence? Hello, Sneha?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Is there a network connectivity issue at your end?
Yes, ma'am, actually.
Okay. Yeah. So what was the problem in that sentence? Why is it that sentence wrong?
I have. Oh, ma'am, I think A is wrong.
Yeah, because by we mean one, right? In English, means one, right? So you cannot say 2 siblings. So I have 2 siblings.
Okay. And I'm the elder child of my family.
I'm the elder child of my family. I'm the eldest, right? Because you are there are 3 of you. So I'm the eldest.
Okay. I'm the eldest child of my family. And that's it, ma'am.
Okay. And what do your siblings do?
They are studying. Both are studying.
Okay. So both of my siblings are studying. Okay. So, okay.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to add?
Sorry?
Anything else that you would like to add?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, great. So, Sneha, I feel that, you have a decent amount of control over the language. It's just that you need to develop the confidence to be able to, express yourself. See, the more we think that we will not be able to do it, the more we're going to lose confidence. Like a while back, you just said, that you will not be able to make the sentence. And I said, no, try, push yourself. You can do it. So that's what you have to work on. You need to have a complete functional control over the language, and you need to work on your confidence. So, and this is what our program, our EduLite program, Functional English course is all about. We try to make sure that one, you get complete control over the fluency and the flow of the language. you're able to think and speak at the same time, because this is what happens, right? The reason we are so confident in our mother tongues is because we're able to think and speak at the same time, but we don't have that connection in English. हमें time लगता है सोचने में, and जब तक हम बोल पाते हैं, it gets further delayed. There is a gap. So this is the gap that we work upon in our classes. And we have Adiba here who has to share a bit about